price of growth is discomfort. Hard is only hard unless the lesson is learned. Come with me today as we go through and we learn some hard lessons. All right, today we are on the track. It's interesting as I'm trying to go sub 18 on this on the Kodiak 100. I've had to do more speed work than I typically do for a marathon just to get my legs to run faster. So today we're here on the track. I'm gonna run for 5 miles. I'm gonna do a 1 mile warm up, and then I'm gonna be doing 0.5 meter interval sprints. And I'm gonna try to get around a 6:30 for those, and then my warm up will be around a 7:30 to an 8, and then a 1 mile cool down at the end. So that's what we're working with today. Let's get after it. Running has done so many things for me throughout my life, but one of the biggest ones is rewire my brain. I love neuroscience and I geek out on it all the time. One of the biggest things that has come from running is in the front of your brain, you have what's called your prefrontal cortex. This is where your rational thinking is gonna come into play, problem solving, things like that. But what a lot of people don't know is right behind it is a part called your anterior cingulate cortex. And this is the part of your brain that's always monitoring your environment, whether you show up or you didn't. And what a lot of times happens is when you start something and don't finish it, you get incomplete pathways. You jump between subjects and tasks a whole lot more, causing you to procrastinate, have higher burnout, and not finish what you start, never having really grown anything you're proud of. So when you finish what you start, what it does is it's most commonly associated with the will to live. So you're able to have a higher quality of life, and every single day as you show up and do something you don't want to do, you're finishing one of those pathways that grows trust, that grows your ability to have confidence and show up for yourself consistently, getting done what you want so you can actually build what you're proud of. Biggest lessons I've learned as I've taken on the Kodiak 100 is that growth typically comes from friction and discomfort. And one of the beautiful things about that is there's 2 types of growth that can happen. One of them is post-traumatic growth, where we have a hard time and then we learn a lesson afterwards. The other one is post-ecstatic growth, where we deliberately go towards the pain and the discomfort, which then creates the lessons anyways. The biggest difference between the two is either way you learn the lesson, but if you deliberately go towards it, you naturally take out the trauma that has to happen, which then allows your body to be able to create a relationship with pain, a relationship with discomfort. So when it comes and you don't want it to be there, you're able to problem solve and handle it in a way that is effective for you, for your family, for your business. And so the more you can come and take care of it here on the track, when it actually matters, you're able to do it in a way that's effective. All right, lesson number 3. The biggest thing I gotta catch my breath, a little tired. But lesson number 3, one of the biggest things that happens is with your neurochemicals, which are the chemical messengers that tell your body what to do and how to do it. Running helps with your dopamine, which is your reward systems. It helps with your serotonin, which is mood regulation, and endorphins, which is your pain relief. All of those are spiking up as you're out here doing a hard thing, and what happens is when you come home, you get to bring a calmer presence to your family, to the people around you, because you've already done the most stressful thing in the morning. So when you're at home and things start to stress you out, you're able to bring that calmer presence and problem solve more effectively. And that's one of the biggest blessings that can happen. Woo! We're on our 2-lap cool down. So feeling good. I averaged a little bit faster than expected, which is okay. I've been training hard. But I averaged about a 6:30 mile. Right now I'm at like 7. So getting that heart rate down, recovering good. Great workout. Let's go. It's a great day. This last week I had one of my clients here on the track, and he's an amazing athlete, really good at what he does, and he's just trying to dial in his running, but he's a big lifter. One of the things that people often get wrong with running is it's not a push. Running is a flow. And when you're really working on form, it's learning to adjust the points of resistance so you're not your own worst enemy. And what often happens, specifically with intervals, is you go into a fight or flight where your brain tells you to stop. You can't do this. You need to go slower. And on those intervals, what you're trying to do is touch that point, let your body know that it's okay and safe, so it can relax and it can flow into the run and release those points of resistance, so you're not wasting energy you don't need to. And so it's one of the things I love about running is as he did that, he was able to shave about 30 seconds off per mile and putting out the same amount of effort. His body, heart rate, all stayed the same. He was just able to relax into it and get a faster pace. And I've watched that happen over and over and over again. Woo! All right, that is a wrap. So we got to get in a good workout, sauna, cold plunge sesh. Hope you learned some things about the brain. This is what's helped me understand how I can show up better for the people around me, whether it be in my business, my family, or even myself every single day. Being able to stay calm under pressure and understand what I'm building as I grow. Hard lessons usually come from hard times, but as long as you learn the lesson, that's the important part. So go take this to your family. Please like and subscribe below. We'll see you on the next video.